Hi everyone. I just spent several hours in one swoop creating a short story meant for children ages like preschool to second grade, and it's a cute little story about a girl who is walking us through her first day at her new school called the VOWELS school. At this vowel school, she's got some interesting teachers, and as she walks through her first day with us, we learn something pretty interesting about her. I'm going to share this whole story with you. It shouldn't take more than probably 5 or 6 minutes to read, 10 at most. It's a relatively short story, but there's got a lot of content in there. I will say this. I'm sharing it so you can hear kind of how it sounds, because if you decide you want this, you can look in the description and purchase it. It's $3. If after a week or so enough people have bought it, I might throw a sale and give it a discount. But I worked really hard on this. It's probably my proudest work on Teachers Pay Teachers. So if you hear this and you want it, you can purchase it. And if you ask, I can also give you the editable form of the document so you can kind of make it your own. But if you do that, just leave my name, and we're working on the honor system that you won't share it saying that it's your work. As long as you credit me, I don't care if you make changes to the editable form if you ask for that document. Okay? So, but if you don't want to purchase it, that's okay. Just enjoy listening. But I will say that you won't get as much out of it just by listening. A lot of the pictures give away things about the teachers, and it'll be harder to follow what I'm narrating versus what I'm saying as a character. So I'm going to do my best to portray that in a video. I don't have any pictures to show you because it's just a PDF. It's just something you can download and print. So just keep all that in mind. I'll try to change my voices and make it very clear. But if something doesn't make sense, I strongly encourage you at least click on the link in the description and look at the preview. It's just the first few pages of it. And if you want it, you can purchase it, like I said, and get the whole thing, as well as for free, I'll give you the editable form of the document. And I'll put all this in the description below as well, so you don't have to remember all of it. Sit back and enjoy the story. If my eyes look like I'm going which way, I'm just reading along. So here we go. This is called the Vowel School, and this is teaching long and short vowel sounds. It's best probably preschool through second grade, that area. This actually aligns to at least a second grade ELA standard 2.3a in the reading foundation section. So I'm sure other standards apply, but that one is the one that I kind of base this around. All right, here we go. Abigail Torvey was a special girl, and not just because her mom and dad always told her that. She was special because of something secret. So let's read about Abigail's first day at vowel school to find out just what she discovers about herself. Vowel school, I'm walking off to vowel school. At this vowel school, a fairly small school, there were only 11 teachers. Yeah, it seems like a lot to a little girl, but most schools had more than 40 teachers. Little did Abigail know, her teachers were special too. Hello, children. Let's play all day and we'll learn anyway. Little Torvey was shocked to see not only that her new friends got to learn while they would play, but that her teacher was an A. But on to her next class, she kept singing what her first teacher sang. Let's play all day and we'll learn anyway. To Abigail's surprise, her second teacher was kind of like her first teacher, but a little different too. This class was smaller and the teacher was shorter, but they were all singing like the last class. Clap, clap, clap your hands, class, but you also need to dance. This was amazing. So far, all her teachers were going to be letters of the alphabet. But not just any letters, the vowels. Abigail got to play and clap and sing so far, and she could not wait to see what was next. Flipperty gibbets! Could it be? Her next teacher was the letter E. Oh, honey, that bee stung your knee, but don't you cry, you'll get a hug from me. Sadly, this class wasn't singing or dancing. In fact, a girl was crying. She was stung by a bee. All was well again, though, because it was time for class 4, and she saw her next teacher standing at the door. Miss Abigail Torvey, let's get to your desk. We've got to learn about our new class pet. Pause real quick. You've got to see these pictures that I use from clip art. They're adorable and they make the story even better. This teacher wasn't her favorite so far, but she liked this class pet who they named Little Joe. But she had to move on. If she had 11 teachers to see, she had 7 more to go. As Abigail pranced on to class 5, singing and thinking of her day here today, she ran into her teacher, Miss Chive. Hi, I'm Miss Chive. I care for bees in a hive. Just as Abigail started to realize that one of Miss Chive's bees somehow got free to sting her friend in the knee, she ran into another surprise. Sit, my kids, it's time to let Fizz blow the lids off these cans. She had seen this experiment done in videos before, but she had no idea how much fun would be in store. And now to class 7, but oh no, Abigail gets too dizzy with things like this. But at least it was time for recess. Her next teacher watched them play, doing all sorts of things, but the worst of all was seeing those new friends spin. Over and over you go, and you go. First you go fast, and then you go slow. To distract from the spinning, she thought of how it's slowly, not slow. She learned this last year and got lost in her mind. But then she realized it was end of recess time. After some time in that classroom when their play had ended, she started feeling tired as she counted that she had seen 7 teachers and needed another for 8. She'd see all 11 before too late. Off to bed and on to dream, you'll hop off to your sleepy mind. It wasn't long before she started to see that this teacher was just here to watch us just sleep. She also noticed that most of the class looked really alike. Again, you'll have to see the pictures to know what I'm talking about. Just 3 more teachers, and now she's all rested. When she got to class, she saw the last class just tested. Jumpity goobers, what should I have studied? Cute little Abigail, we have one rule. When it's your first day, you skip all your tests. With a sigh of relief, she went to class 10, skipping and singing all over again. Abigail Torvey walked quickly this time, but when she arrived, something fell from the sky. It's raining, she heard someone say. Look up, grab an umbrella, we're staying inside today. She thought she was done. Isn't she through? Nope, Abigail's got one more class to get to. So far, her teachers have been A, E, I, O, and U. What could be left in this vowel school? That's right, she forgot a field trip on day 1. Alrighty, everyone, welcome aboard. The Egypt Museum trip has already begun. She made it just barely, and what a fun day. But Abigail realized a few things today. Number 1, she is going to love this vowel school, especially her teachers. Number 2, they have a lot of fun singing and dancing, but they were learning too, at the same time. Number 3, she figured out She was special. Did you? Her name has every single vowel. Let's point out every vowel we see in her name. And if you look at this story when you're done reading it to your kids, you can see her name in big capital letters, and you can point out all the vowels that you see. They're not necessarily in A, E, I, O, U format, but that's okay. Kids don't always learn in that order. They don't have to memorize it that way, but they're all there, trust me. And then I leave a little note for you teachers, which is also going to be in the attachment if you purchase it. But I say in the narrative, each teacher is obviously either a long vowel or a short vowel, with the exception of the letter Y, but nowhere does it fit to state it explicitly in the storyline. I've underlined the little things the teachers are saying, emphasizing the vowels in the phrases. Don't be afraid to pause at each page to explain or ask your students what vowel letter it is and if it's a long or short one. Make it even more fun by making up hand motions so they can remember each one. Like for the long A, have the kids pretend like they're stretching something while they say A in an elongated way. Or for the short A, have them clap their hands as they say ah, ah, ah. This also has quite a bit of rhyming, number, and color teaching capabilities. Although this is under a second grade ELA standard, this might be more appropriate for like pre-K or kindergarten children as their first exposure to vowels or as a reteach of a basic writing and reading skill. I hope that you enjoyed listening to the story. And this video wasn't super duper long, maybe a little longer than I thought, but anyway, take a look at the description, take a look at the preview in the link, and if you like it, you can purchase it also in the same link. And I'll give you that free editable document if you ask for it as well, so you can kind of tweak it or whatever. If you need to print it on wider pages, whatever, you can change some color things or whatever you want. Just give me credit because I worked really hard. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you later.